It's time to start something new. Hi, I'm Tuxbowdie and I'm going to be starting my very first survival Minecraft series. Build series? Project series? Multiplayer series? It's gonna be a lot, but please, stick with me. I'm hoping it'll be worth your time. So, survival series. You're probably wondering what all this is behind me and why I pretty much have maxed out gear. This is the Extra Large SMP. The XLSMP is a server my friend SimonXL and I started with a bunch of our streamer friends. What you're seeing here is the progress of my live streams over the last few months. It's quite expansive and has been a really fun journey. I feel like I've improved my building skills a lot. Here's my first build on the server for comparison. This build is Mount Extra Large and my base. I built this mountain and all the buildings surrounding it. But since I want to do a series, what better way to do it than to restart and give it up? We'll have to find a way to pawn it off if we truly want to restart and not own any property other than the new place. So, with all questions answered, let's break down what we need to get accomplished to set up a new town project on the server. I've come up with a short list that will be following along this episode. If any of it seems boring, feel free to skip through it with the following timestamps. First, we'll be going over my inspiration for the build. Then we'll be talking about the concepting I did with my friend Second Son. Then we'll be finding the location, and to end things off, we'll be building my house that will double as a flower shop. I'm especially nervous for this part as it's my first Minecraft time-lapse using replay mod. What kind of place are we wanting to build and what are we wanting to accomplish on the server? 3 years ago, I visited Skagway, Alaska. When you arrive at Skagway, there's roads with these lovely touristy shops in varying colors, styles, and sizes. There's even a building covered entirely in driftwood called the Arctic Brotherhood Hall that looks very interesting. Skagway is my first and foremost inspiration from real life. We won't be rebuilding anything from Skagway or building something of that scale, but I want the feel of a bustling touristy town by an ocean. My second inspiration comes from fantasy. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite childhood video games. It has, in my opinion, one of the most iconic hub worlds, or at least one that resonated with me. Rogueport is a grimy seaside city with dark alleyways and secrets throughout, as well as a vast sewer cave system beneath. My only complaint with Rogueport is that the buildings look very samey, so we're going to want to avoid that with our town. I want each building to have a personality and life of its own that reflects the building's owner. That brings us to our final inspiration, the other players on the server. The XLSMP has many talented builders with varying build skills and styles. My goal is to convince people to build shops, services, or vacation homes in our town so that the town can have buildings that each have a unique and distinct style. I'm really hoping that from the ocean, you'll be able to pick out each of the players' individual builds. So now with all the boring stuff out of the way, it's time to actually build. Me and my dearest friend Second Son actually did this live on both of our Twitch streams. This was my first time working with somebody on a project collaboratively, and Second Son is definitely talented, so I learned quite a bit from him during this project. Thank you, Second Son, for spending time with me during this. So that building right there is mine. These are Second Son's. He builds a lot faster than I. But yeah.
I feel bad for any poor soul that attempts to build the interiors of these places.
Oh yeah, no, interiors are very difficult, unfortunate.
I have a lot of fun with interiors, but still, it's like I feel bad because it's like, oh yeah, have fun building with odd jutting out bits in the middle of your inside that if you get rid of, it's gonna make the whole building look odd.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, it's like literally a 2x2 space in here, and then it turns into like a 4 space. And then it's like there's this weird pillar of whatever, like.
Yep.
It's so great. It's so great. And this is what we came up with together. Now, I only built 2 of these buildings, being the birch deep slate one as well as the flower shop. And of course, the town will not be built block for block and building for building, but I'm really happy with what we ended up with, and we really captured the feel that I was going for. Location, location, location. That is the name of the game in Minecraft builds and base building. For this project, I needed to find a coast or island of sorts. Luckily, I was able to team up with a new member of the server, Ben Ori, and we were able to locate a quaint little island. We came up with this great idea of splitting up the island into 3 separate parts, so it's more lively than just a giant shopping district. Here is a map of the island we found. Ben is going to build around this area. I'll build by the coast, and the northmost island we still are undecided. We gave our town a name. 2 civilizations on the server have variants of state names, being Great New Idaho and East Dakota. So to follow this trend, we named our land Montuna. It's Montana with tuna at the end, because I only eat fish on the server. With the island name, we also needed to give the port section a name, so we decided to name it Paper Port, fittingly after our inspiration of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. So with our location selected and everything planned out, we get started on the port. It was a cobblestone base mixed with andesite. The roads are stone brick. We were able to pull together a small team of players to get this accomplished fairly quickly, which was very helpful because I did not want to do this alone. We may have also started the town's first competitive sport of pier sumo. Here's how the first round went. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Ben, no! Loxton, no!
Why are you cheering for both of us?
Oh no, because... Who's it gonna be?
Wait, I'm about to die.
Oh no, don't die, don't die!
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's see it, let's see it. You have to get him from the side. Oh, oh, Loxton's the champion, what a baller!
Yeah, I'm so bad.
And now for the moment of truth. All I want in this town is a simple, humble, small flower shop. Coming from my extra large base at spawn, I just want to live in a cute little cottage on the front of the port. Nothing too extravagant. I came up with this block palette, went out and collected some supplies, and learned how to use replay mod. I think this is how it's done. It's like, it's a line. I think I finally figured it out. Let's go! Yes! Thank you, Second Son and CJ Mitch for that one. Hopefully this isn't too scuffed. Please let me know in the comments how I did on my very first replay mod build. Without further ado, here it is. Before I got to the actual build, I wanted to map out the surrounding buildings just to get an idea of the location of everything. I did this with white and pink wool that I stole from my friend Cypress. Cypress, if you're watching this, I owe you like one favor or project or something. Personally, I've always been a fan of taller, skinnier buildings, so I went into this build with that in mind. A good chunk of it is grays mixed in with greens to distinguish it from the rest of the plant barren pier, while still allowing it to feel like it fits. My favorite block in this build is the smithing table floor on the interior. You can't quite see it in the time lapse, but it is there and cost me a fair bit of iron. The roof was pretty tricky to get just right as it is slanted, but I wanted to try something that I haven't done before. I'm a huge fan of steep roofs and feel that the 2 contrasting colors of the roof combined with the steep shape really helps the house pop. So with the house done and kind of furbished, I added some floors, desks, and the top floor here, and a nice little bunk bed, and a balcony. But with this done, that leaves only one problem that we can solve today. This is our problem. This giant base. This is the biggest base that I've ever built in Minecraft. It has so many houses. It has a giant mountain that is named Mount Extra Large. It's got dirt in the house, I guess. It's got this lovely little courtyard. It's got that building, and they're all wonderful buildings. We'll probably have to take Tiny. We'll have to move Tiny soon. I'll probably give him to somebody else. And then we have my very first room on the server. It's a little run down, but it's quite homey. But we have to give away this. We have to find somebody to pawn this off to. So I have made a deed to the house as well as a deed to the mountain. This contains legal information about the ownership of the house. So whoever has this plus the map will own my house. So let's see if there's anybody that I can find to pawn the house off to. Scooter Boo. Go get him. Let's go get him. First person we see. We're pawning it off to Scooter Boo. I have a business opportunity for you. How's your lovely day?
My day's lovely. I've just been checking out Spawn because I've been on the server. I've been on the server for a couple days. I've been working mostly by myself. Like, I've been mining, doing some grinding alone, and I haven't been around Spawn very much. Tried the parkour, and then I cried, but it's okay.
Well, I think I've got a lovely business opportunity for you. If you'll follow me, come here.
Oh, I'm following. If there's one thing I love, it's business.
Yes, business. Welcome to my courtyard. Take a seat. Do you have a house?
Well, I live in a hole under Second's base. But to be fair, Second also lives there.
Well, you see,
But no.
I'm moving out of Spawn. Do you want this house? This property?
Like this whole thing?
Yeah.
Just to have it?
Yeah, you want it?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You will have full responsibility. Here's the deed to Mount Extra Large. That's the mountain. And then here's the deed to the house. Yep. I don't need it anymore. I don't want to have responsibility over it. So this is all you. If you want to clean up these eggs that got placed here, all you. You want to finish any of the builds? All you. You want to change the block scheme? All you. There you go. Enjoy the house. Pleasure doing business.
Goodbye, Tux.
You can give yourself a tour.
I will.
Okay, enjoy the house, bye. That was a lot easier than I thought. So this giant mountain no longer belongs to us. That's wonderful. I'm no longer feeling guilty for leaving Spawn with this giant mess of a base. It is legal responsibility of Scooterboo now, and I have no legal ownership of it. The comedy club's kind of run down. We'll probably give that away too. I initially had built this, but it hasn't been used since we built it, and I'll probably give that away too. I want no more responsibility on the server. I just want to live in my quiet little flowery house. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I have taken an arrow to the knee, unfortunately. But thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time. We're gonna get some more business done. We're gonna get people to move in and furbish the house. Who knows what else we might do. And until then, check me out on twitch.tv/Tuxbowdie. I stream a lot of the bits that are put in these videos on Twitch. Also, thank you, Cypress, for letting me steal your wool and dye all your sheep white. I owe you one, for reals. Whatever you need, pal. I owe you one.